Hey everybody, good morning. Good morning. Margo Lavette here. I'm getting ready to go out for my morning walk, but I wanted to just pop in and let everybody know a little bit more about, hey, podcasters, the big month-long celebration that is going to take place in September. I am overjoyed. Yes, it is in place. Everything is falling into place. I am so happy. So, all podcasters, let me get my mic going on here. All podcasters, I am going to celebrate you globally. Yes, we have people involved that are taking us from to Australia. We have people in Canada. So we're doing this thing big. We're doing it globally. And tonight, I want you to join me. Go over to Eventbrite. You see it on the lower third, the ticker there. I want you to join me over on Eventbrite because what's happening is these plans that I have are so big for you podcasters. I am so involved in the panel discussions. I am so involved in inviting people for the one-on-one opportunities. We have just a conversation so that the world knows who you are, what your podcast is all about. That is the kind of celebration that I'm offering to everybody globally. You know, podcasting can be, we are global, but we also are in our own silos, and it makes it kind of lonely. And we know that there are a lot of other podcasters out there, but we don't really know them. So, you know, the relationships that could be forged, we don't really forge them. The cross pollination that could happen organically doesn't happen because we don't know about each other. So that's the reason why I wanted to do this on a global scale. Talking to the folks in Canada, their podcasts are a little bit different. Their outlook, the way that they manage things, the way that they do things are a little bit different than what we do it in the States. But at the end of the day, we are all podcasters. We are in this great big ocean swimming together. We are entertainment. And you know that is true. During the pandemic, we have been entertainment. We have been friends. We have been confidants. We have been information. We have been comfort. We have been all things to all men during this pandemic, and the stats bear it out. And some people started up, they got went gun ho and they started up a podcast and they faded. But many of us, we kept swimming, we kept going, we kept coming before you daily, we kept coming before you weekly. Some of us came before you only in our newsletters, but whichever way we were podcasting, we came together and we helped the world. So I realized that, and it was up to me to bring all of us together, as many of us together that I could bring together so that we can celebrate one another. And those of you who can't be a part of the celebration, then you have access to all of the conversations, all of the one-on-one interviews so that we can say, take a deep breath and say, hey, we really did something. We're really doing something. This thing of podcasting that we love so very much, it is it's just a game changer in so many lives. I'm going to tell you a quick story and then I'm going to get on to some of the people that are joining me in this great celebration. I had an opportunity to speak at the Torrance, Kiwanis, yay, Torrance, California, Kiwanis. Thank you, Lily, Martin, Tony, all you fab folks over there in Torrance, California. You invited me to come and speak. Excuse me. You invited me to come and speak. And I had a chance to tell you all about podcasting, which I could talk about for day in and day out. But they let me come. And my one takeaway was this: those entrepreneurs were interested in podcasting. How do you harness that podcast to your business? What does that look like? And especially when I told them that a boomer did this, I did this started this as a business at age 61, laid the foundation at age 61. When I told them that, it was like, holy cow, you got to be kidding. She did that, and she's doing what for podcasters in September? So, you know, we are Podcasters are a powerful, influential group, and we never know who's listening. And we never know who is hoping that we'll come back with one more episode and that we'll stay true to our content. We're not selling cars by night and shampoo by day. They are hoping that we will come through for them. We are hoping that we will teach them to build out a podcast that is successful, just like what we have. So that's my takeaway from the my opportunity to speak at the Torrance Kiwanis. Yay, yay, Torrance Kiwanis, a great organization. You should check them out. They have monthly meetings, but hey, I can do that shameless plug for them. They are a great bunch of people. And Martin, thank you for sharing that rice pudding. It was so good. So, getting back to the celebration that I have planned out, this celebration is for podcasters. And you know what? If you are a podcast producer, you don't necessarily have a show, but you know podcasters, tell them about the event tonight, because I'm going to just tell you everything. I have so many big things planned for you, down to a cocktail party. That's still a go. I was real shaky early on with this. I thought it was way too big for me to pull off. And I had a chance to speak with Brother Bedford and Marquel Russell. Yes. And the rest of the mob. And what I was told to do was get it out of my head and get some help. I got it out of my head. And 4 in the morning, all of the pieces started going together. And I got on the phone from Canada all the way to Australia, and I invited people to be a part of this celebration. And nobody told me no. And I still have calls set up for next week. The calendar is almost full, almost full. Every day you are going to hear from a different podcaster. Every Sunday we are going to do the live stream panel discussions. All the rest of the days we're going to have one-on-one conversations where people are introducing their podcast, who they are, why are they podcasting, so we get a good look at who's doing what and why. And then Canada's getting together a special panel discussion for being Black and Canadian and podcasting. I can't wait for these panel discussions. And then, of course, I have my special troop, those folks that just graduate, some of the folks that just graduated from podcastacademyonline.com. They are coming, they're sharing what's going on now that they are podcasters. These folks are international already, and some of them just graduated 2 weeks ago. So this celebration is a month long, but there are things that you have to do right now so that you can be a part of it. I only have one more thing to say. You really want to come tonight, go over to Eventbrite, look up Podcasters Celebration Info Session. It's free. Just register, and then that registration, it gives you the link so that you can have access to the Zoom link. Just that simple. But you want to show up tonight, because WomELLE is working in collaboration with me. Yes, we are back together again. And let me tell you, the media package that they are offering to anybody who's celebrating during this time is remarkable. And we all know that as podcasters, we are media, but that does not exclude us from the need for exposure. There are over 2 million podcasts listed with Apple. And how many people who have put out content in the last 90 days? I think it's something like 500,000. Don't you think that you need every opportunity that you can take to shine past that amount of people? It's a small amount, but it's a big amount. Do you know? There are some people I am still trying to find. In my heart, I want them to be a part of this celebration, but I can't remember the name of their podcast. I can't remember where I found them. And I didn't subscribe. Oh, Oh my God, that was my first mistake. I didn't follow them. So now I'm hunting and pecking and trying to find. I see the guy's face in my head, but I can't find him. So you don't want somebody to be able to say that. When you show up print and digital and you're dealing with a magazine and digital coverage that is able to get you before over 268,000 eyeballs in 1 month, you want to be a part of that media exposure. So we have WomELLE coming, and they are going to tell you about what they're offering, and it is spectacular. There's a woman that was a part of the collaboration that we put together in March for Women's Month. She's going to be there with us today, and she can testify to the power of that medium. You want to be found heavily in print and of course digitally. You're getting both digital and print when you go with this fabulous package that WomELLE has put together just for those of us who are celebrating the month of September. There is a cutoff date. You know, if you don't show up, let us know that you want to be a part of this package by a certain date. The boat has left the dock, it is sailing, and you missed that opportunity. Someone asked me, is this something that they do all the time? Ladies and gentlemen, no, it is not. No. If you know anything about WomELLE at all, they're very protective of the brand, and no, they do not offer these deep giveaway media packages. They're doing it because they believe in podcasters. We've worked together, and this is the power of relationships, ladies and gentlemen. So, September, I am celebrating podcasters. That's not just women, men and women, podcasters. So you want to show up tonight. It's on the ticker. Go over to Eventbrite and register. Podcaster celebration info session. This is info session so that you'll know how to be a part of this month long celebration. Ladies and gentlemen, it's going down. The calendar is almost full. Everything has come together. And I had to jump on here to invite you before I do my morning walk and morning meditation. I had to share this. This thing is happening a whole month. Last year, I did it for a day. This year, a whole month. What a difference a year makes. So I want to see you tonight. I want to see you tonight. Come on through and be sure to let me know that you want to be a part of this celebration. You know, everybody can't be. And I advise you to come and listen to what WomELLE has to say, because for just a little bit, poquito over $100, you can get in that awesome magazine. I'm already telling you way too much, but I am so excited. This is happening. It is happening. The calendar is almost full for September, the celebration. Every day, I'm bringing you a panel discussion or a conversation with a podcaster. And that exposure alone is awesome. And if you get your information in early, come to the info session tonight. WomELLE is going to open up a whole new world of digital and print media for you. So this is a trifecta. You're getting the live stream. You're going to get the print. You're going to get the digital exposure. It's all a part of the celebration. Hey, I'm all in. I learned to invest in myself early. And I'm going to tell you something, and I shamelessly tell everybody I was 61 years old when I decided I was going to take this thing of podcasting from being a hobby to a business. I was going to be a serious podcaster, sharpen my knives, be the best interviewer I could be, spend money. I spent $30,000 because I needed somebody to take me by the hand and take me to the promised land. Ladies and gentlemen, I did that. So I'm qualified to get this podcast celebration off the ground and running, and that's what I've done. That's what's happened. Once I got it out of my head, thank you, Brother Bedford, Marquel Russell, and WomELLE. Once I got it out of my head, the plans, then the good chemicals, serotonin and dopamine, and all of those good chemicals that help you create and see, all of those were freed up once again to do their job. And they did their job. And I tell you what, I have met some people in these last 2 weeks. I'm bringing them to you, and we are celebrating. And the culmination of this total celebration is going to be a party. Everybody who's been involved, we are going to meet up on Zoom and party. This is a total virtual celebration. So that's why Greece can tune in, and that's why Spain and India, oh, you guys are giving me so much love. India can tune in. Yeah, we can all be a part of this global celebration because this pandemic, it hit all of us globally. And I say, and I'll say until the day I die, podcasters brought folks through. Podcasters in this intimate setting that we are able to create. These we are able to draw our listeners in. It's almost one on one where we are able to operate and get in your ears and, yeah, get in your eyes and bring you information that you want to hear. You reach out to us on demand. We are not intrusive. Podcasters are not intrusive. Yeah, you follow us and AKA subscribe to us, but you, the listener, have an opportunity to decide whether or not you're going to listen. And as podcasters, my stats, they verify the fact that people are listening. We brought people through the pandemic and we still are. So that is worthy of a celebration. So I'm in my walking gear. I'm about to hit these mean streets and get out and get my walk on. But I wanted to touch bases, invite you to Podcaster Celebration Info Session where I spill the tea. Everything that I'm doing is going to be told and revealed, and you get a chance to ask WomELLE questions one on one about the two mighty media packages that they are bringing before you. Don't sleep on this, okay? If you're a podcaster, don't sleep on this. Don't sleep on this. Do what you got to do. Show up and show out, because I sure am. I'm Margo Levette. Her business, her voice, her conversation, business card radio with Margo Levette. And I am the host of Hey Podcasters, the co host of Hey Podcasters. WomELLE and I are getting together and we are celebrating podcasters total month of September. But there are some things that you need to do and know right now so that you can participate. Okay, that's enough. I gave you enough. The rest you'll find out tonight. See you over on Eventbrite, register, and in that registration is the link to your Zoom. See you later. Bye